Hello everyone, welcome back to another video of Atacc. In this video I'm going to show you how we can use branch-wise management system. Branch-wise management system help us to keep our data centralized and split the database into different local branches. So if you are planning to access each branch in a remote place, then you should have an active internet connection. Let's say an example. If you have a branch 1 in a remote location, if you enter any transaction, if you have an internet connection, it will transfer the data to the database or main server and back and forth. So if any local branch lose the internet connection, they cannot do any transaction unless the internet connection is retained. All the transactions from branches will store in the database separately so that we can access independent reports for each branch. Although the server can see all the transactions of all branches separately or integrated basis. So let's start the video and how Atacc handle all these things using branch-wise management system. So first we need to enable branch-wise management system. From global settings, so you can search multi-branch management system. So you can enable this in order to activate multi-branch management system, which is available in standard and premium. Associate settings like branch-wise locking, which help you to hide transactions from one local branch to another. Second one is filter branch in masters, which help you to maintain independent masters like product, party, supplier or ledgers. In other words, each branch have their own products and masters. Next one is branch-wise voucher series. As the name says, it help you to keep branch-wise vouchers. Next one is user-wise branch. This helps to provide more security for the branch, which we can give user-wise branch access. So let's try out each. So first one, we need to create branch and depots as required. For example, we can input a branch name, branch 1. We can select it as local branch under main branch and can save it. Just like I just created 3 different branches and associated depots. You can see name here. You can select type under main branch, you can save it accordingly. Also, if it is depot, you can input the name, you can select type as depot, and also you can select the branch which hold the depot. So this is how you can create branches. I just created 3 different branches, one main branch which hold all these, which means it will integrate all the report. Under this main branch, you can see all these local branches. So this is how we can create branches and depots. Next one is filter branch in master. Let's start with product. From the settings, I just enabled filter branch in master. So this is a normal product creation window. Here we can input product name, as for example product 1, and group, rate, sales rate. So all the requirement is done. Then you can just switch the tab branch details, which you can enable the visibility of this particular product. For example, local branch, if I enable it, it only show that particular product in local branch. If you need to enable all, which means you can see in all branch, so you can just select any particular branch visibility of this particular product. So just like this, you can just enable it. Okay, so if you need to change it, you can just change it anytime. So this is how you can use filter branch in master for product. So just like this, you can just do all other masters. For example, party. So let's start with the party. Party have same option. You can just enable the visibility of party or the party which we are creating. For example, party 1. It only see local branch or whichever we are enabling. So just like this, you can just use filter branch in masters. it apply all ledgers. Next one is branch wise voucher series. Here you can just open it, you can select your branch, you can input voucher series, the starting voucher series. For example, for local branch 1 LBA, and you can save it, or else you can just add more. For example, the second branch 2, we can input another series LBB. Okay, so it start with LBA1, LBB1, just like this. It will start for each branch transactions. Next one is user voice branch. So first of all, we need to create a user. As you know, you can create employee just like this. You can select employee type, example salesman, and you can just switch the tab branch details. You can see, you can enable it, the visibility of this particular employee is enabled. Now you can give a username and password for this particular employee. For example, I'm just giving 123, save it. Now you can set branch for this particular user by opening user voice branch, and you can select user and you can just enable it. So he can only log in to that particular branch which we are enabling here. For example, local branch, let's see how we can log in. By logging, if I'm using admin have all privileges, so admin can log in to any location. By selecting the location here, you can see everything. So if I'm using a user which have a limited access, he can only see that particular local branch which we just enabled. So just like this, he can log in, he can do the transaction, he can only see his transactions, his branch transactions, his branch reports, everything filtered based on his username. He can only see his local branch. So this is how it works for user wise branch. So let's check branch wise locking. So branch wise locking help you to filter transactions. So one branch cannot see another branch transaction, local branch. So I'm just logging local branch. Okay, this is local branch. I'm using sale invoice. As you can see, voucher series changed. Anyway, I'm just input a normal sale invoice. This is a local branch sale invoice. I just saved it. Okay, so this particular branch can see all the transaction that we made. So if I switch the branch, for example local branch 2, they cannot see any other transaction or any other branch transaction which is locked actually. So they need a transaction, they need to input separately. So this is how branch wise locking works. So if it is a main branch can see all branch transaction because it is supervisor or the ultimate power they have. They can see all the transactions just like this. So a main branch can easily check the report, all the reports. They select main branch, it shows all the report. If they select local branches, it shows independent reports. So this is how a branch wise management system works.